to Nosebleed Seats TV. I am the Mexican Card Fighter. We're back again here at Pro Wrestling Glory. We're going to lead off with the triple threat match.
Coming Hobby Lobby.
This match was set up due to a sneak attack on Oliver Kane.
Where'd you get those? At Hobby Lobby?
Had to Incorporated attacked Oliver Kane in the ring as he was making comments in his hometown of Maroa, Illinois. The match was ordered. Spencer Powers had to take on Mississippi Madman and Casey Jackson. I had hoped they would do a Attitude Inc. versus Money Making Jam Boys match, but they put Guy Smith in another match against Blake Steele in the main event, which we are not showing on this week's program, as Casey Jackson rolls to the outside and is in pursuit of Spencer Powers. And now KC is in a punch to the face on Spencer Powers. And into the ring they go. And the Money Making Jam Boys are going to have their way with Spencer Powers. I should make note that all three of these men feuded against each other over the Great American Wrestling Heavyweight title many years back here in Maroa at this very venue. And this does bring back some memories that all three of these men are facing off once again here in Maroa. Also make note that Spencer Powers has not been wrestling singles competition for quite some time. He only recently has began wrestling in singles competition again, as he spends most of his time. Oh gosh, tastes like chicken. Spencer Powers has been mainly a tag team wrestler with Guy Smith and Attitude Incorporated. Spencer Powers, though, has been starting to wrestle in singles competition at Pinfall Wrestling Association and, of course, here, Pro Wrestling Glory. And a big hard chop on Spencer Powers. As the double teaming continues. Well, this is the road to Brawltoberfest, New Midwest Wrestling. Holding the annual Rumble event and a misfired chop. October 27th, Lanphier High School in Springfield, Illinois. A lot of faces you haven't seen before and a lot of faces you haven't seen in a while that will be entered into the Rumble, as it's pretty much open invitation. Well, this is a triple threat match, and well, it's every man for himself. Money Making Jam Boys. Well, they're arguing as who's going to win this match.
You think because you're pretty, you think you're better than me? What? I want to see that.
Well, the Madman wants to win, so he's going to fight his own tag team partner. I should note, these two men have fought against each other many times. Casey Jackson actually took the heavyweight title off the Mississippi Madman at GAW. And Madman going to charge the corner, and nobody home. KC moves out of the way rather easily, and a double drop kick. And Madman goes to the floor. KC does not know what's behind him, and there's a lung blower. Also of note this weekend, United Wrestling Coalition returns to Georgetown, Community Center in Georgetown, Illinois. It'll be the final Friday free admission show in Georgetown, Illinois. Facebook.com/UWC Paris. Spencer Paris is starting around the ring, bragging. Spencer Paris with a suplex on Casey Jackson. 1, 2, and a 2 count. Dangerous Drew Thomas is your official. Your referee is Drew Thomas. Mississippi Madman on the outside. Did I just hear what I just heard from a kid? Sheesh. A knee to the gut. Irish whip to the corner. Spencer charges and eats a boot. And Spencer slugs away on Casey Jackson. Also want to make note, total non-stop action comes to St. Louis, Illinois, Missouri. St. Louis, Missouri at St. Louis University, the Chavez Arena, I think. I can't pronounce it. It's an oddly spelled name. Not easily pronounceable, but it's at the arena at St. Louis University on October 27th. It's happened to be far south that particular weekend. Of course, there is 2 events going on. November the 3rd, Tier 1 USA in Rantoul, and Dreamwave in LaSalle, Peru, as Spencer eats another boot. Casey keeps putting boots up. And Casey sidesteps Spencer. Pick up! No! Blocked! Spencer gets the ab stretch! No! Casey gets out of it! Angle slam! The Mississippi Madman rolling back into the ring. Casey Jackson, Mississippi Madman, spending a lot of time down in Southern Illinois for All-American Pro Wrestling in Marion. Wrestling in singles competition. They've wrestled as a tag team down there. All 3 men slowly getting to their feet. And Madman. And Spencer charges the Madman, takes them both down. Madman gonna measure them, gonna wham their heads together. Madman gonna... Oh my goodness. That's sodomy. Madman charges the corner, splashes KC in the corner. As much as that was telegraphed, I'm surprised KC didn't move. There's a 5th floor on KC. And Spencer kicks Madman down. Kick out! God, I'm kidding. That drop kick to the head gave Spencer Powers enough time to pin Casey Jackson 1, 2, 3 in 9 minutes in this triple threat match. And Madman is angry because he had this match won. And Spencer Powers not looking behind him. And Madman has a hold. Spencer Powers and a double choke slam for him too. Spencer Powers sent to the 5th floor and back again. Oh, he's not done! Leg drop! Well, Spencer Powers, his face gets further messed up. Spencer Powers will be defending the New Midwest Tag Team titles at Worldtoberfest this weekend. As for the announced card, however, the New Midwest Heavyweight title will be defended. Tony G will be taking on Tom Arson, the self-proclaimed by Lucius B. Coltrane Heavyweight Champion. Also, the Hooligans will be taking on Southern Bloodlines, Ryan Phoenix and Dixieland Destroyer. Dan the Man, one more time with the Dodgeball superstar Tyler Pregel in a long-standing rivalry there.
Shake his hand!
Just trying to win. Nothing personal. It's all business. Just trying to win.
Shake his hand.
Well, Mike and Jam Boys kissing and making up. But that's this weekend, Worldtoberfest and New Midwest Wrestling, October 27th. Coming November the 9th, Pro Wrestling Epic comes back from its hiatus. They will be returning to Mount Pulaski on November the 9th. The main event, it'll be Jimmy Jacobs taking on this man.
Jimmy Jacobs, PWE Mount Pulaski, November 9th. It'll be the 4th encounter of us. And you see, I've beaten you 2 out of 3 times, and you've beaten me once. You know what? You're holding something of dear of mine. You're holding the Pro Wrestling Epic Heavyweight Championship. I will become the first person to hold it twice, and I will defeat you for the 3rd time, and hopefully you will never be seen again in Pro Wrestling Epic. So I'll see you on November 9th in Mount Pulaski.
That's on Friday, November the 9th, Pro Wrestling Epic in Mount Pulaski at the American Legion Hall. The newest tag team and local area wrestling coverage has arrived. The St. Louis Wrestling Community, covering downstate Illinois and Missouri for the past 5 years, teams up with the new Central Illinois Pro Wrestling.com, presented by the Nosebleed Seats. They bring you the latest news and information, schedule of events, interviews, and wrestling action. Check it out now at Central Illinois Pro Wrestling.com and stlwrestling.livejournal.com. Catch the Nosebleed Seats TV on demand anytime. Just go to stlwc.lip.tv, select your episode, watch and enjoy the show. The NBS TV on stlwc.lip.tv.
Mount Pulaski, November 9th. Me versus Ace Hawkins for the U.S. title. The title that I made as prestigious as it is when I held it for over a year. And if you think that just because you've got a new lease on life and that you can run around and stab people in the back, you can't do that to me. You're not gonna beat me, Ace Hawkins. When we meet one-on-one, I'm going to be the new United States champion. And I guarantee that because I'm the apex and I'm always on top.
Blake Steele versus Ace Hawkins at Pro Wrestling Epic. And now we're going to go to the main event. Brandon Espinosa versus Ace Hawkins.
Introducing first from St. Louis, Missouri, at 185 pounds, MWR Wrestler of the Year, PWI number 311 in the world, Brandon Espinosa.
Alright, main event for this episode of the NBS. And we interviewed a couple of weeks ago, two-part episode. If you haven't seen it yet, go to stlwc.blip.tv to catch our two-part interview with Brandon Espinosa, one of the 10 most influential people in Central Illinois wrestling.
And his opponent, from Fort Collins, Colorado, weighing in at 155 pounds, he's 2011 PWI Rookie of the Year and PWI number 295 in the world, Ace Hawkins.
Well, here he is, PWI Rookie of the Year for 2011. Some people thought that Ace did not deserve to be in PWI 500, but resumes count, and he had a resume, and maybe, as Brandon Espinosa said, not a lot of people knew how extensive his resume was. And oddly enough, Ace Hawkins is ranked higher on PWI 500 than Brandon Espinosa, all due to that WWE Extreme Rules pay-per-view, where he was one of two men facing Ryback. A match that he lost in rather quickly, as most would expect he would. He wouldn't have had a chance against the man formerly known as Skip Sheffield of the Nexus. The most dysfunctional tag team in Central Illinois, or downstate Illinois in general, the Midwest. Minor threat. Brandon Espinosa versus Ace Hawkins, and here they are facing each other again. Ace Hawkins and Brandon Espinosa chasing after Team Overkill, Matt Cage and Christian Rose, the AAPW Tag Team Champions. By the time this episode airs, we might have new champions. Might be Minor Threat, or it might still be Team Overkill. Ace Hawkins to a waistlock on SB. Elbow to face. Another elbow. SB gonna send him for a ride. Oh, look at that backflip. And clothesline, but he rode it out. Baseball slider underneath. Wheelbarrow. Roll up. 1, 2 count. And Ace charges the corner. Handstand. And a flying head scissors. Ace to cover. 1, 2 count. Thomas trying to get in the way. Oh, cheap shot from Espinosa. It's these so-called best friends fighting like siblings, as SB says.
Oh, you're not cheering anymore?
Say they fight all the time like a couple of brothers. There's a choke on the ropes.
Come on, Rookie of the Year. Come on.
He's not a rookie anymore. He's sophomore. Loving forearm by Brandon Espinosa. As SB trash talks the crowd. Here at the Maroa Community Center. And there's a suplex. Espinosa on the backbreaker. And a cover 1. 2 count. Drew Thomas holds up 2 fingers. Spinoza would sit down on the back of Ace Hawkins. Brandon Espinosa too much jawing. Yeah, I'm sure you do. Ace Hawkins fires a shot to the gut at Espinosa. Hawkins coming back here. Hawkins off the ropes. Was I missed? Jumping elbow. A clothesline. And a drop kick. Ace Hawkins charges the corner and nobody home. And SB with a kick to the back. SB gonna stretch out Ace Hawkins in the corner. Hawkins have to take a breather here. That Wrestling Coalition with its final free Friday show in Georgetown, Illinois. I know they had promised to send me footage to air on the NBS. I haven't heard anything about that. And Espinosa trips up Ace Hawkins as he attempts to ascend to the top rope. Midwest Wrestling, Oktoberfest. Maybe these 2 men will be in it on Saturday. And look at this. Oh! Gut buster from the top rope. He's stunned if that didn't break a few ribs. Ace Hawkins seems to have an iron stomach or something. Be able to fight back after taking such a shot and knock the wind out of him. Probably didn't need to. Just right before this match started, but Irish whip the reversal. Ace! Flying elbow off the mill rope. Kicks to the gut. Ace rams the head into the turnbuckle, and Ace gonna go to the top rope and gonna fly. And across the body. 1, 2 count. Of course, TNA Wrestling in St. Louis on Saturday. 27th. Wow, he blocked it. Flying head scissors blocked. And oh, I just slammed him. Sidewalk slam from Espinosa.
He's not the only high flyer, baby.
One more time.
What are you doing?
Moonsault, and he overshot his target quite a bit. There's a Russian leg sweep. And SB gonna roll to the outside. And for all the weekend events happening in the St. Louis Wrestling community, STLWrestling.livejournal.com, of course, CentralProWrestling.com. Be sure to check out the NBS 25. It's Brandon Espinosa taking his coat and leaving. And Ace not going to let him leave. Throws him back in the ring. Hey, wait a minute.
Hey, he's got something.
Espinosa has something in his hand.
Salt.
Powder of some sort. 1, 2, oh, come on. Threw salt in the face of Ace Hawkins to get a rather shady victory. Yeah, that's a salt shaker. Good grief. Throw salt in the wound. That. Good for you. Well, that'll do it for this edition of NBS. Be sure to check out UWC, Georgetown, Illinois, if you're in Eastern Illinois. But if you're in the Springfield, Illinois area, or nearby communities, be sure to head to New Midwest Wrestling for Brawltoberfest at Lanphier High School on the 27th, and we will see you next time here on the NBS.